Hi, I'm Shannon O'Hara, creator and founder of Talk to the Entities, and welcome to Addiction and Entities. So, what are the ways in which entities and addiction go hand in hand? So here's an interesting story. One of my oldest, dearest girlfriends, her grandmother was a really heavy smoker all of her life. And her grandmother had passed, and my friend moved into the house that she grew up in with her grandmother, and that her grandmother lived in for all of my friend's life. And before that, my friend had been sort of an occasional smoker, a social smoker, but when she moved into that house, she started being a pack-a-day smoker. And this went on for some years, and at one point I was staying over at that house, and I remember at one early morning, I woke up and I had the sense of her grandmother being there. And my friend had had a very good relationship with her grandparents and still loved them very much, and her grandparents' presence and energy was still super present in that house. And the grandmother was there, and she sort of was looking at me like, well, what are you doing here? And I was just like, I'm just sleeping over, you know? And it was in that moment that I realized that even though her grandmother's body had died, that whole energy of smoking was still super present in that house. And my friend's body and universe was picking up on the signals from her grandmother. And so I mentioned this to my girlfriend because I knew she was open to it. I said, hey, do you think that maybe like your smoking has anything to do with your grandma being around? And my friend was like, yeah, probably. But that was sort of as far as she was willing to go in the conversation. But I got to see how dynamically entities can impact with their desires, with their past body memories, even though they no longer have a body, because we take, depending on your significance of your life, your definition of yourself when you die, the form and structure that you hold on to about your personality when you cross over, you keep that until you choose to change it, whether in a body or out of a body. So those beings who died, whether under the influence of alcohol, under the influence of drugs, under the, or being a really heavy smoker and just dying of old age or cancer, like you take a lot of that patterning with you until you choose to change it. Welcome to Addictions and Entities.